Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Thoughts, Feelings, Emotions presents The Big One. On today's episode, some of the internet's craziest conspiracy theories.
Yeah, so I've kind of been in the mood for conspiracy theories. I've been looking a lot at Flat Earth recently, making fun of people.
So to start off, this podcast is a government-funded project designed to indoctrinate child pedophiles.
I don't know if I want to be associated with that.
Well, that's what some people are saying, Dan. Some people are saying it.
Of course, maybe that's why we get so many views.
Yep. No, the real one is the Beatles never existed.
Yeah, so but just to clarify, we have a list of 20 conspiracy theories we're going to go through, and we're just going to talk about how ridiculous each one of them is.
Yeah. I mean, if you believe any of these, please write in the comments and try and justify them, because some of these are hard to logic.
Yeah.
But yeah, starting with the Beatles never existed. So, I guess this is the Paul died. All of them died. What is this, Dan?
It's a fake band apparently that was staffed by actors.
Yeah.
But if it's a band shaped by actors, surely it's still a band called the Beatles.
And also, why would that one of those actors go on to voice Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah, it does seem a bit weird. Not gonna lie.
I mean, if that was truly his passion to go on and voice Thomas the Tank Engine episodes, I believe that if the Beatles were fake, having him come in and voice Thomas the Tank Engine is worth it.
I think the arguments for it was the voices were different to the singing voices.
Well, yeah, that's called tone, pitch. And, it's just normal shit.
Basically, it's a really stupid thing. Or apparently also their facial features are different.
I guess. I mean, I don't really pay attention.
However, they likely wore makeup on stage.
Yeah. And also maybe they got haircuts.
Yeah, because, people can change their appearance. It's not just one person appearance. However, I reckon the next conspiracy theory is even more...
Wait, different shape, sizes, and styles of eyebrows?
Yeah, apparently.
What?
Apparently they're changing their eyebrows.
I guess people's eyebrows can change, but you can get them styled. It's an entire thing that people get their eyebrows styled.
Yes,
because...
have you not seen people, completely remove the eyebrows and then draw them back on again? Which makes no sense in my head.
Yeah, that one always confuses me. Speaking of things that confuse me, Barack Obama could control the weather.
Yeah, I've never heard of this one before.
I've heard of it, but never looked into it, because I'm like, okay.
So apparently they think Obama controlled the weather and killed 24 people by creating a storm.
Yeah.
That is quite an impressive skill.
I mean, if he wants to be Storm from the X-Men, go for it. Why not?
And my question is, once again, what proof do you have of this?
But Dan, in May 2013, after a mile-wide tornado struck Moore, Oklahoma, and killed 24 people, right-leaning broadcasters and internet truthers suggested the USAF had caused the disaster on purpose to distract from a series of governmental controversies.
Yeah.
Controversies.
It's not like natural disasters are formed on the Earth. And there's
not
actual proof of it by every single meteorologist.
And it's not like Texas is currently experiencing harsh weather climates.
Maybe it's Barack Obama.
Yeah, maybe he's angry at Texas.
Don't know why we would be. Maybe because they vote Republican. Who knows?
So maybe he's just sat at his house with the sun blaring because he can control it, and he's like, boom.
Or maybe he just can't control it.
Although he doesn't need to suntan. So, I mean...
you might want it.
Yeah, I think people just like sitting out in the sun.
How does someone's brain comprehend this? Like, how do you connect your brain to this?
Because people are racist, and they probably just don't like Barack Obama.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It's people justifying why they hate him without any logical reason. I mean, the dude is so cool. He went to a basketball place and shot a hoop and just got a basket in one. I don't know what they're called. I don't know basketball well enough.
A free throw? Oh no, that's just a normal. A free throw is like a penalty.
Yeah, I don't know basketball enough.
I mean, he was one of the coolest presidents.
Yeah, I mean, you look at our prime ministers and stuff, and you go, why couldn't we have Barack Obama? We would have loved Barack Obama.
There's nothing wrong with Boris's hair.
No. Hmm. But speaking of basketballs and how round they are, Dan, it's your favorite
I
one.
love this conspiracy theory. My favorite of all time, flat Earth.
The Earth is flat. If you were to basketball it, you'd have to play frisbee because it's flat as a disc.
It is the most absurd conspiracy theory, and the worst thing is it's growing in support.
And also, it's used to get people into QAnon and more crazy conspiracies.
It is the most stupidest conspiracy theory I have ever seen in my life, and that's why I love it. It's so stupid. Most of the other ones, actual, maybe possible, right?
No, no.
It's possible, right? It's actually got some possibility to it.
I mean, we've listed two, and maybe the Beatles one. I don't think Obama
Yeah, but
controlling
at the end of
the
the day, Obama could have some sort of superpower, right? It's more possible than the Earth being flat.
If he had a superpower to control the weather, he would have hit a lightning strike on Donald Trump at some point. Just because why not?
and
And he wouldn't have used drones. He would have just lightninged the shit out of Iraq.
the most insane thing about flat Earth is flat earthers believe there's no proof that it's a globe.
I mean, just look at a globe.
There's so much proof it's a globe. And one of the most hilarious reasons why they believe it's flat is because items aren't disappearing past the horizon as quickly as they should. Well, that would mean it's a larger Earth, not that it's not a globe. Because if it's still going over the horizon, it's still a globe. Which is the most stupidest argument of all time, but I love it. And I love hearing the arguments because they're just stupid.
Yeah, I've watched. I don't go down rabbit holes very often, but I watched a 2-hour video basically disproving every flat earther in like every possible way that they could, and I was just like, yeah, people need to watch this and just realize how stupid they sound.
I mean, one of the greatest things is on Netflix where flat earthers proved the Earth is a globe.
Yeah, that's always funny when they just disprove them. Like, there are people who've sent rockets, built their own backyard rockets to try and go up into space to prove that the Earth is flat, and then they've just crashed and killed themselves.
Yeah.
Because they believe it that badly, and it's just like, okay.
It's such a stupid theory. It's like, how can you... They say your natural senses tell you the Earth is flat. No, it doesn't.
No. Your natural senses tell you to go to, get a burger or something when you're hungry. It's not,
I think the reason for it is, because you don't feel the Earth rotating, but you would never feel the Earth rotating?
No. It's why you can stand stationary and stuff. Because you don't feel it.
Yeah, it's so stupid. Oh, whatever.
Anyway. We've spent enough time. Saddam Hussein had a Stargate.
Yeah, this is another very insane theory. He had a Stargate, so a teleporter.
Yeah, an interdimensional transporter or whatever.
Don't think it's possible by laws of physics.
Well, technically, it could be a wormhole thing, which is just the thing where it crushes. It's a loop, a point between, and then it's just folds it or whatever it is for a wormhole theory.
Yeah, it's very stupid.
Yeah, but the theory that the Second Gulf War was waged in order to close a Stargate owned by Saddam Hussein, thus preserving the ambition of the New World Order and preventing an alien invasion of Earth, is not exactly widespread. However, if you study the picture closely, it looks suspiciously like Saddam could be saying Stargate. Yeah.
Lip reading. So, for those who don't know, there's a YouTube channel called Bad Lip Reading, and you can actually see how bad lip reading can be.
Yeah.
That's not good proof. That's just not good proof.
Because you can say words without opening your mouth. That's the thing. So you don't always have to use your lips.
Yeah, lips deceive.
It's why there's a whole thing where you have ventriloquism, where you can mouth the motion of opening your mouth without opening your mouth much. I mean, you can still sort of see it, but it's distracting.
The most sad thing is about this, you just know people believe this. There's someone out there in the world who believes this is true.
But you don't think that the Second Gulf War was waged in order to take out a Stargate that Saddam Hussein did?
Funny enough, I don't believe
You
it.
don't think it was just for oil and to get their riches and their promised land?
No, you're right. Yeah, why would it be that? Why would it be
They
there was a
want advanced-
logical explanation?
They want their vast technology.
It's so stupid.
Okay, so this one I haven't heard of because I've never watched the show. But Saved by the Bell was a vehicle for the Illuminati.
Yeah. Do you believe in
So-
the Illuminati? Or do you believe it could exist?
I believe in the Marvel Illuminati, where it's Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Black Panther, Namor, Reed Richards, and whatnot, creating problems for the MCU because they think they're better on everyone, and they sent the Hulk to into space to get rid of him, and then that caused Planet Hulk, and then came back angry.
I think
That I believe in, because that's a comic book and there's physical proof.
I think
This, I
it
don't
could
know.
be. There actually used to be an Illuminati. That actually used to be a thing. That's how this conspiracy theory stemmed from.
I'm sure there is somewhat of an organization, but I don't think it is as widespread as people think it is.
No, I mean you never know.
I'm
It
sure-
could have been the
I'm
Illuminati.
sure
It could have been.
Elon. I'm sure Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates all get around the swimming pool and in their luxury yachts and stuff and go, right, who we fucking over today, boys? Let's do this, and then just bam, send out.
I think the trouble is the Illuminati is one of the things you can't prove or disprove.
I just find it weird that they would make it so obvious, like putting their triangle everywhere. Like, oh, we're trying to make
Yeah,
it
I think
so
that's a myth.
obvious.
I don't think that's actual triangle.
Yeah, but it's
people just
it's
made
the
that
thing,
up.
It's the, yeah, but it's the thing people want to claw to prove that it's real is the whole reason that I don't think it's real. It's like when you see secret symbols and it's like Jay-Z is like in or a Beyonce or in the Illuminati because they're saying some words that are meant to be code.
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
don't think that's true.
You're just I'm just like
But I don't
why?
completely doubt the idea that there could be something somewhere that is shaping.
I believe there's some sort of cover up of stuff.
Yeah,
but I don't
there's something
believe
somewhere that's shaping the world somehow.
Yeah.
I
But I don't
Pretty
believe in like
possible.
a secret organization. I think it's just the governments that are trying to hide it from you.
That's probably true. To
I
be fair.
don't-
Just every
I
single
don't-
government.
I don't believe that because the FBI and the CIA exist and they're covering and hiding
Oh,
stuff.
they're some of the
And
worst in the world. They're almost as bad as China.
Yeah, and I'm just like, well, they're in plain sight. They're just not called the Illuminati. They're called the CIA, the FBI. They're the Chinese Secret Service or whatever it's called. They're the 007. James Bond is part of the Illuminati. It's all just like that.
Well, even more ridiculous is some people believe Hitler is still alive.
I mean, how old would he be now?
125.
But that was from when, Dan? Because when was it? 90
125, or 6 years ago, I think.
hang on. let
Oh
me
no,
Google
it
how
was
old-
2 years. 25.
How old would Hitler be?
I'm reading it from this thing where it was
Yeah.
published in 2019, and
Hitler.
he says 100. Would have been 125 in 2019.
But I can get a big old number to pop up on my screen, Dad.
So he'll be.
He would be what? 127?
I just said that.
Well, I got a big old number pop up on my screen to tell me. But yeah, I mean, I guess he could still be alive somehow.
It is possible.
Although, I mean, the
we're not
bullet
still
to his
alive. But
brain-
it's possible that he didn't kill himself.
What, you think he killed a lookalike and then?
Well, no, but like, who recovered the body?
I don't know. I don't know enough
I
about it.
don't. I never do. I don't know. But I'm just saying it could be possible. Like, this is one of those conspiracy theories that are actually believable.
It's like, yeah, but he wouldn't be alive now.
Not
that's the
now,
thing.
definitely not now. But he could have not killed himself and could have just abandoned them.
Also, you don't think a man like that would come back out from the ashes and go, "I am still alive," and try and do it all again?
Probably
'Cause
not,
he
because
only
everyone
lost-
hated him at that point. Even the whole Germans hated him.
No, I think he would have come back and bragged, tried to take over the the Russians. You know,
So we've gone from something that's actually sort of believable to something that is not believable in the slightest.
What, you don't think Egyptian gods can come out of the Large Hadron Collider?
Funny enough, no, I don't.
But you don't think pyramids are made by aliens, and that's why?
Funny enough, no, I don't.
You know, someone pointed out to me that I don't know whether or not it's true, but like people immediately go to the pyramids were built by slave labor or aliens, and it's not like you couldn't do just contracting to build the pyramids. I'm sure it was slaves.
It was definitely
but it's
slave
like,
labor. I was 100%.
Yeah. But people immediately go to it because they think the past and it was like slaves. But you never know. They could have contracted those people.
No, it was
I know,
so much proof.
I know. I know. There's a lot of proof, but you could go, hey, they were contract workers. They just weren't getting their contracts paid.
It's just like,
They all died before they could get their contracts paid out.
yeah, I think the proof behind it is that there's so many dead bodies surrounding it.
They could have just all done a blood sacrifice.
I mean, you never know, truly, but
An army of cats could have come and killed them.
you
The
never
Egyptians
know.
love But yeah, rather than a multinational cooperative to further our scientific knowledge of the atomic particle, the Large Hadron Collider is in fact a multi-dimensional portal intended to awaken Osiris.
Ah, Osiris from Destiny.
the-
That's where he's coming from.
yeah, the Egyptian god of death. Oh no.
Oh no.
But yeah, I mean, why not? People have theorized that if they do, like, crash an atom, it will create a black hole and destroy the Earth.
Yes, but that's actually got probable outcomes to it.
Yeah, but maybe that, Dan, is what the god of Egyptian death looks like. He just comes out as a black hole. That is the god of death.
Yeah.
That is Osiris. He is a black hole.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't argue that you're not dead after seeing a black hole.
I wonder the reason why. Why do they think this?
Well, let's have a look-see.
no reason
it's
for
no
it.
longer available. No! The link is no longer available.
It's almost like it's not going to happen.
Oh, so sad.
Oh, yeah, what a shame. The Osiris, the god of death, isn't going to come kill us all.
Speaking of things that aren't going to come, the moon doesn't exist. Because it's not going to come at night.
Okay, I was trying to wonder what kind of segue was that.
I was also trying to phrase it better, but then you changed how I thought you were going to say it to come, and I was like, fuck, how am I going to say this?
Yeah, some people actually believe that the moon doesn't exist. Same with Australia.
I think it's
doesn't
a
exist.
hologram. No, Australia doesn't exist. All the people I listen to on Australian podcasts don't exist. They're all just recorded actors.
Yeah, it's so stupid, isn't it? It's so stupid. How can you think the moon doesn't exist?
Because, Dan, here's the scientific method that they think. If you throw a stone at the moon, you can't hit it.
Well, you can, but you have to be a lot closer than we are now.
Yeah, but if you're on Earth and you throw a stone, you can't hit the moon.
However,
That is this.
you can bounce a laser off the moon.
Yeah, because they think the moon landing isn't real and then despite the fact that you can bounce lasers off the moon because they put stuff up there so that they could measure the moon.
Do you think man actually walked on the moon?
Yes.
Yeah, so do I. But some people, I can see an argument for. I mean, there's definitely something up there. Don't get me wrong. But there is an argument for maybe man.
I
didn't
think
stand
the
on it.
argument is that they faked it at the time and then eventually got there just to deter the Russians.
Well, that's more
I
plausible.
don't
but-
see why you would lie.
Yeah,
about that.
That's a point.
And also the fact that Buzz Aldrin punches people in the face every time they say it's the fake thing. I'm kind of convinced that the man wouldn't do that if he didn't believe in it
It sounds
and
stupid.
wasn't up there.
I think that one of the arguments for it is that they say, "Why hasn't man gone up there again?" And the answer's pretty obvious.
We're trying.
Well, it's
We're
why?
trying
Why
very-
would you go back up there? There's nothing up there to do.
Well, we haven't. We've maybe found water, and that's maybe going to be able to sustain us life.
But why would you want to live on the moon anyway? It'd be better if you could live on Mars.
You don't want to jump around and have 1/5 the gravity?
Oh my god, it'd be so light.
Yeah, you'd weigh so much less. You'd be
Mars
so-
would be so much more of a better one to actually go to. But
No, Mars is bad. Mars is inhospitable.
yeah, it
It's
is.
acid. There's acid rain on Mars. There's just massive dust clouds on the moon.
The point is, that's actually got natural gravity on Mars. It's like it's actually sustainable.
Eh, I think the moon would be more fun. It's closer as well, so you could go there for a vacation.
You never know. One day, SpaceX might do journeys around the moon, or maybe they won't because it doesn't exist.
No, they don't. They also don't want to go to the moon. They want to go to Mars.
Ah,
They're not gonna go to the moon.
but it takes
Moon's
so
old
long to
news.
get to Mars.
Exactly.
It
They'll
takes like
go to
6
Mars.
months.
Leisure cruise, Dan. All the old people will be shipped off to Mars. Leisure cruise.
I think the Mars rover Perseverance was sent last July or June.
Yeah, it takes months. It's
Yeah.
like 6 months.
It's a long time, and of course, there's a lot of calculations to actually predict it, but still.
Do you know the fun thing about cruises, though, Dan?
What's
There's
that?
so many deaths on cruises. And what they have in cruise ships is a graveyard for when
What?
passengers. Yeah, they generally have graveyards, or like a morgue or area, because they have people die on cruise ships and they can't dock immediately, so they have to have somewhere to store the dead bodies that die on the ship.
I thought they just got a helicopter.
No, they literally just have storage areas on cruise ships.
Because I've seen
so
people
that
get helicoptered off like right above the ocean.
Yeah,
was
but
on
that's
that ship. I
people
was on
who are
that ship.
alive.
Yeah.
Those are people who are alive, will have a chance of being alive. These are people who are dead.
Well, I'll tell you someone who's not alive. Apparently, Jay-Z is a time-traveling vampire.
Yeah, this is all because there was a photo from 1939 appeared, and he appeared to look a man who looked like him appeared in it, and so this is the thing.
It's so
Everyone
stupid.
thinks that whenever there's a picture of someone who looks the same, it's them. Like Keanu Reeves has had it, Paul Rudd's had it. Like every celebrity who has like a prominent face has had it.
It is
And I mean-
possible for two people to have a very similar face.
Also, it's very possible for photos to be forged.
That's also possible.
Like, we live in an age where Photoshop is a thing, and people can just put a person's face, black and white it, and then put it on the internet and go, this is from this period.
It's so stupid.
Also, there are paintings, and people are like, paintings are shit-proof, because paintings take forever to do, and they're terrible most of the time, because people don't know how to paint.
Yeah, there's no proof for it. There's just no proof. It's just another stupid conspiracy theory. That's what it is.
Although, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe he's a vampire. I mean, he could be the new Blade.
Wait, why is he a vampire? I get the time traveling bit, but why is he a vampire? Oh, he's part of the Illuminati. Of course he is.
Yeah. And he doesn't age because vampires don't age, I guess.
Oh,
But if you're a time traveler, you wouldn't need to age. You could just
this is so stupid.
jump. Yeah, most of these are. Time Cube. Today is 4 days at once.
Is this a
I don't-
conspiracy theory or is it just a theory?
If someone described themselves as the wisest human, the greatest mathematician, and the greatest philosopher, would that put you off? Might you think them a big head? How about if they had a website that ranted in massive fonts about a concept where 4 days happened at once, all the while constantly pointing out that you are too stupid to understand it? Why not click here and see how you feel?
I don't get this.
I want to know what a time cube is. Hang on, let me Google time cube.
Time cube.
Time cube
I do not know.
theory.
Maybe it's some kind of cube that allows you to compress time.
Time Cube. Time Cube was a personal webpage founded in 1997 by the self-proclaimed wisest man on earth, Otis Eugene Jean Ray. It was a self-published outlet for Ray's theory of everything, also called Time Cube, which polemically claims that all modern sciences are participating in a worldwide conspiracy to teach lies by omitting his theory's alleged truth that each day actually consists of 4 days occurring simultaneously. Alongside these statements, Ray described himself as a godlike being with superior intelligence who had absolute evidence and proof for his views. Ray asserted repeatedly and variously that academia had not taken TimeCube seriously. TimeCube website, no homepage, It consisted of a number of web pages that contained a single vertical center-aligned column of body of text in various sizes and colors, resulting in the main page being extremely long. Finding any particular passage was almost impossible manually searching. Okay. Ray's personal model of reality called the Time Cube states that all modern physics and education is wrong, and argues that among many other things, Greenwich time is a global conspiracy. He uses various graphs along with pictures of himself that purport to show how each day is really 4 separate days: sun up, midday, sundown, and midnight, formerly morning, early afternoon, late afternoon, and evening, occurring simultaneously.
It seems so stupid.
When the sun shines upon Earth too, major time points are created on opposite sides of Earth, known as midday and midnight, where the two major time forces join. Synergy creates 2 new minor time points we recognize as sun up and sundown. The 4 equidistant time points can be considered as time square imprinted upon the circle of the Earth in a single rotation of the Earth's sphere. Each time corner point rotates through the other 3 corner time points, thus creating 16 corners, 96 hours, and 4 simultaneously 24-hour days within a single rotation of the Earth, equated to a higher order of the lifetime cube.
No.
No?
No.
You don't believe in time cube,
No.
Dan?
The definition of a day isn't like... Have you made 24 hours the term for...
No, 96 hours and 4 simultaneously 24-hour days, because...
What difference does it make?
4.
It's all relative.
Dan, time cubes. I spent so much in...
It's so stupid.
Also, apparently Ray offered 1,000 or 10,000 to anyone who could prove his views wrong. Dan, we could have made so much money.
Booth was wrong. Time is relative. A day is defined as the time it takes for the Earth to rotate and the Sun to appear in the exact same location, which was then defined as 24 hours. It's all relative. Doesn't matter what you name. To be fair, you can name it 96 hours and redefine an hour if you want.
Yeah,
it's still not wrong. You've just changed the relativeness of it. It's still
time is made up, and you don't have to follow it if you don't want to.
Well, time's a concept.
It's just
that's what it is.
Yeah, it's made up. It's not. It's just something we created to make life more convenient, basically.
Yeah, more or less. Just make everyone punctual and have a, be able to plan things.
Speaking of making things more convenient, Dan, do you hate it when your Earth is full of stuff in the middle?
Yeah, it'd be so much better if I could, make a tunnel to China.
Yeah, and it was just hollow and didn't have a big old molten core in it. Just getting in the way.
Yeah, it'd be really annoying.
Yeah. Earth is hollow, Dan.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to the wonders of the new world.
People are so stupid.
We dig deep. Well, you see, the Earth is hollow and accessible via portals at the North and South Poles. Luckily, though, it's quite habitable down there, providing excellent living quarters for long-lost Viking colonies of Greenland and the Nazis, while aliens are in fact just visitors from subterranean wonders.
So stupid. So stupid.
So we got Vikings and the Nazis together, whilst aliens are just visiting subterranean yonder.
How do people's brains get to this point? How do you, wake up one morning and then discover this?
Well, it's called drugs. Hard hallucinogenic drugs.
Do people just not understand how science works?
This is the American education system for you.
Yeah, I blame two things.
And the British education and every other education system. It's like, it does not encourage, logical scientific reason. It's just about who can create the stupidest theory.
I think the two things you got to, blame is education systems and the internet.
Yeah.
Like
and
Facebook
the
and
education
YouTube.
of learning about the system. Yeah, Facebook is the scum of the earth in terms of these, because they don't monitor these, and then they have to get back. It's YouTube as well. YouTube fucks up because it's their algorithms push you down these rabbit holes.
Yeah, they don't do it on purpose. They don't actually know how the algorithm works.
They're just designed to engage you. So if you're engaging in this, it will then point you down to another video on it. And then that will point you down to another video. And then that will point you down to another video. The amount of times I watch one negative, video and I get a billion other videos going, hey, this thing is also negative, or this thing is also positive. And it's just like, no, I'm good. I watched the one I wanted to watch, and I'm done for this. I don't really want to watch anything else.
Yeah, this is kind of summarized by when the Google boss got done by the House of Senate, or it was just some sort of government US politicians, and they were like, why is it when you type in stupid into Google, it comes up a picture of Donald Trump?
Because people search stupid and put pictures of Donald Trump up.
Yeah,
and
like Google have no control on what gets turned up when you type something in.
if you type in black person or black person hairstyles or white person hairstyles, it comes up with black people. It's just because people are putting those images under those terms.
Yeah, it's like
if you
Google
type in
don't do
black
any of
person, it
this.
comes.
It's just an algorithm.
Also, the ones where it's like black person or gorilla comes up, and it's like, well, that's just someone being racist and stuff. They don't create these algorithms to do this. It's just that Microsoft created a Twitter account that was an AI, and within minutes it became racist. Because the internet, it was meant to learn from people, so the internet just went and did racist shit, and then the algorithm just made it go racist.
Yeah,
Because people were horrible.
good old Facebook. Haha. Let's get on something a bit more positive. Dinosaurs helped build the pyramid. Dinosaurs helped build the pyramids.
Yeah. I mean, mammoths were around when the pyramids happened.
Dinosaurs
Apparently.
weren't.
No,
Dinosaurs have
Dan,
been
they
extinct for a
were.
very long
clearly.
time.
No, Dan, they were. What do you mean?
Oh,
What do you mean? It mentioned in the book of Job. Job?
I
Job?
don't know.
Is it Job?
It says Job.
The book of
So
The book of Steve Jobs. They were used to help build the pyramids. French Fenech was director of the Accelerated Christian Academy in Mostar, Malta, until closure in July 2012. Rather sadly, giving it a thrilling sci-fi curriculum, the school closed due to having no students enrolled. Wow. Reports that the pyramid discovery in the Ukraine dates from Jurassic period. Imagine a T-Rex holding a spade. You can't. Its hands were too little. Good point there.
well, let's go to the next one because we've got a lot. We still.
What if it had one of those grabby arm things that people used to pick up litter to hold the shovel?
Surely it would just use its mouth.
Surely it would just lay on the ground and dig with its.
Surely it wouldn't
tiny
be there
little
because
head.
dinosaurs weren't born. I mean, they weren't dead. I mean, they were dead from a comet.
Also, imagine it trying to hold a boulder that big, or a brick.
I don't know. Well,
I think it would be useful to try and push it off because its tiny little arms, its like body's right up, and it's got big strong legs, so it would maybe be able to push it up.
yeah. Well, unfortunately, all the dinosaurs were made extinct. And talking about being made extinct, Siri can predict the apocalypse.
Yeah. Amazing as it seems, given that it can't do anything else you actually ask it to. Yeah, I mean all of those AIs are useless. Like I can't even get my Google to turn on my lights when I want it to.
Yeah, I get problems occasionally.
Yeah. Can Siri predict the apocalypse? Or did? Anyway, when asked in 2013 what day is 27th of July 2014, Apple's cheery assistant supposedly replied, the opening of the gates of Hades, aka the end of the world. The day that now age is gone, and the gates of Hades remain closed, not until the Super Collider opens. And say what you like about the mangled MS Office paperclip. Oh, maligned MS Office paperclip, but at least Clippy didn't claim that the end of the world was nigh.
This was so
I like
stupid.
this article. Do you remember
Clippy?
the Microsoft paperclip?
Yeah, it was useless.
Yeah. I never really actually used him.
No, it was
Or
useless.
like even I don't even think I actually had him on a computer at the time.
I think Windows 10. They actually did a good job. Windows 10. I think it's getting better.
I liked Windows 8.
Windows 8 was terrible.
I know, but I liked it.
No, you didn't.
I liked all the.
No.
I did. I
No,
genuinely
no.
did like it. I liked all those boxes.
You have a
I like-
problem with your brain.
No, I just liked the design layout.
No, you have a
It
problem with
was
your
nice.
brain. Windows 8 was the most useless piece of software on the planet. It was so bad. It was never even got anywhere close to Windows 7 because how bad it was.
I just liked the boxes. I thought it was a nice looking.
No, it wasn't. It's
I
so
don't. I didn't
bad.
really care. Yeah, but I didn't care. It was just like, oh, it's got boxes. It's all convenient.
It
That's
wasn't convenient. It was so hard to do anything.
fine. Yeah, I liked it.
Anyway, let's go. Right, everyone rage at Danny in the comments and tell him he's an idiot because
I don't think it's the best one that they have, but I think I did hate it.
Windows 8 is by far the worst piece of software Microsoft has ever put out. It is so bad.
Windows Vista.
It's still worse than that.
No, Vista is the worst.
Vista and 7 were the exact same. It was so similar. It's just Vista was a buggy mess.
Yeah.
But
Windows
7
8...
and Vista essentially were the exact same software.
Dan, if you don't, I'll get Hunter S. Thompson to murder you.
Ooh.
Because Hunter S. Thompson was a murderer.
No, it was murdered.
Who is was murdered. Oh, okay, I read that wrong. Who is Hunter S. Thompson?
I don't know. Apparently he was a government man and he was taken out. Oh, he was talking about the World Trade Center, then he was taken out by the government assassin, apparently.
Theory goes that the Fear and Loathing author was working on a piece about the World Trade Center when he was taken out by the government assassin.
I mean, that's more possible.
Wait, did he kill himself, apparently?
I don't know, maybe, but it's more possible. Like, it's a lot more possible than...
Oh, he did commit suicide, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, at least this website is... Wow. This is a very, very interesting website link that they've pointed us to.
Do you want to explain it?
It's just a lot of text and pictures and like all manner of just gibberish.
Okay. I mean, I think kind of the government assassinations are more possible than most other things.
Well, Jeffrey Epstein 100% didn't kill himself. That one I 100%
There's strong proof
believe.
for that one. There's quite strong proof.
I mean, there's too many coincidences to go, yeah, that seems logical.
However,
All
it's
of
not
these
impossible
things
that he killed himself.
No, it's not impossible. It's just highly unlikely.
Well, next one is Denver Airport is the home of all evil.
See, this one is because this one, whilst it's completely bullshit, the actual Denver Airport is huge, and it's one of the biggest airports in America, despite the size of the state. I think.
Right. Ratio to
and it's also like one of the most like heavily used airports because of it. And so people have speculated, why is it so big for such a tiny state, and it's just used as like a international port, like for everything coming in, and it's like one of the busiest airports. And so people have gone, well, there's a government bunker underneath and it's the hub of all evil.
Isn't it more like to be, a commute hub?
Probably. But it just seems it's all very big.
What's a hub? It says it's a hub. It's a commute hub.
Yeah, it's...
Well, that's why it's big.
Yeah.
The same as London. Like, London's got a massive airport.
Yeah, but Dan, it is the home of all evil. Because world evil needs somewhere where it can just relax and be itself. Away from the daily grind of all that bad doing. Handily, there are cryptic signs all over the airport to remind enlightened travelers of the evilness they're traversing. For more insight, you may enjoy this link. Comprehensive Press. Proof that the Denver airport is one of the most evil places on Earth. Right. Having recently...
There's no proof. There's no proof.
First, the facts that the giant red-eyed horse sculpture at the gates of the airport really did kill the sculptor who created it. He died of blood loss when part of the statue fell off him in his studio. In this snippet of the conspiracy theory, okay, yep, so a horse fell on a man. Designer filled it.
That's not proof.
that the designer filled it with phallic symbols to inspire devil worship.
Okay. I think I've heard enough. I've heard enough here.
Sits above a giant network of tunnels that form a secret base camp for the government officials in the event of an apocalypse. Other conspiracy lovers love to say that these tunnels are part of a so-called FEMA concentration camp where undesirables will be sent for mass execution.
Okay.
I mean, which one's femur again?
the femur, the bone.
Hmm?
Or the bone femur.
No, but it's like the organization femur.
Oh. Don't remember that one.
FEMA stands for Federal Emergency Management Agency.
I don't. And honestly, people's brains these days. God help them.
I mean, speaking of helping people, Louis Tomlinson, man of One Direction
Don't
fame.
pretend you don't recognize his name.
I did. I told you I recognized his name. Only because, for some odd reason, I know about One Direction because they were everywhere in Britain. Because they're a British band.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yeah, I remember
can't
watching
remember.
them on X Factor. Back in 2010,
I never did.
2011.
I watched Little Mix. That was the only one that I saw. And even then, I never watched it. I just knew of them.
That's actually amazing
Now-
how well Little Mix has done. Sorry.
Well, they've broken up.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, one of them left.
Oh, did they? What, recently?
Yeah, the Jessie one.
Oh, I don't know.
The one who was bullied, or no, not bullied. Suffered from like depression or something.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm not going to speak about it because I don't know it. Like a lot of these people should stop doing. One Direction star Louis Tomlinson and partner Brianna Jungwirth introduced the world to their newborn son Freddie in January 2016. Except according to conspiracy theorists, it wasn't his baby. Freddie isn't real, but rather the latest strand spun by One Direction's PR team to ensure that Louis' relationship with Harry Styles isn't revealed to the world.
Oh.
Right. Oh yeah, this is them right, this is the ship of the century, isn't it? Yeah. So a man had a fake baby so that his relationship with another band member who isn't in the band anymore because they're all separate can
Oh.
I mean, good for him if that's the case.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of dedication. Looking after a baby is hard.
I couldn't do it.
Like, I would rather just say I was gay and dating Harry Styles than have to look after a baby.
Okay.
Like, would you rather just say you're gay and have everyone think you're gay, or would you have to look after a baby for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I think I'd rather not look after
Exactly, you'd rather just say you're gay.
Yeah.
Like, that's the easiest thing. Like, whatever.
Nobody cares anymore.
I mean, we all live in a simulation. We all live in the Matrix, and billionaires want to break us out of it. I mean, why would the millionaires want to break us out of it?
Well, million.
Why would
I
the-
don't know. I can't
The
even justify
billionaires
it
are probably the billionaires are probably the ones who have put us in the simulation. I mean, now this might sound like an elaborate ploy to help rekindle the Matrix box set sales, but as far as we can tell, neither Warner Brothers nor Keanu Reeves are behind it. The New Yorker's Tad
Just so stupid.
that many people in Silicon Valley are obsessed with the idea that we're all living in the Matrix-like simulation, and some are taking that obsession a stage further. Two tech billionaires have gone so far as to secretly engage scientists to work on breaking us out of the simulation. Here's hoping Mark Zuckerberg is one.
Oh.
Is the one.
Okay.
I mean, why not? Why not have Mark Zuckerberg be the one?
This is the most stupidest
I mean-
thing I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, we're getting a new Matrix movie, so maybe it's all going
Yeah.
to be about this. Maybe that's the plot of the new Matrix movie. Is the
new
is
Matrix
that
movie
we-
is real life.
Yeah, it's just going to be a webcam pointed at your face, going, "You're in a simulation. You're in a simulation. Take the red pill. Take the red pill." And there'll just be a red pill or a blue pill next to you. I don't remember which one. I haven't ever watched The Matrix.
I did.
I
watch
plan
The
to.
Matrix, and it was actually quite good. I did enjoy it.
Did you watch the other two?
No, I only watched the first one. Only the first one's good.
Ah.
I heard anyway.
But how will you get the full picture of what happens in the Matrix? Dan?
I mean, all those ones are pointless. Who need the first one?
I plan on watching them at some stage. I just haven't got round to it. I think they're on Amazon, but they might not be on Amazon anymore.
Well,
So,
let's
we'll find
get
out.
on to the third to last, which is Hillary Clinton is actually dead, and she was replaced by a body double.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Hillary. Have you seen the theory that at Disneyland, you know, the Hall of Presidents or whatever it is,
Yes.
where it's like animatronic things, is Disney was so convinced that Hillary Clinton was going to be president that they'd started building her animatronic,
Right.
and then once Donald Trump was in, they had to quickly change it. So if you look at the Donald Trump Hall of Presidents picture, it looks so much like Hillary Clinton, but they've just put Donald Trump's wig, they've just put a Donald Trump wig on it.
That's quite
Like
funny.
Google Disney World or Disney Hall of Presidents Donald Trump or whatever.
I genuinely wouldn't be surprised about that.
Disney Hall of Presidents.
That's actually possible. Apparently, people believe that she died of pneumonia back in 2016.
Yeah.
But then you replace with body double. But
I mean, she
I
probably.
doubt it.
Why would she die? Oh yeah, because she lost the election in 2016. When was the election in 2016?
Well, the tour was in September 2016, so it's usually a couple months, like November, I think.
I mean, it's not as bad as the Melania Trump. Melania. Yeah, Melania Trump.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's Donald Trump. I don't know why. I always thought Trump was his. I just thought Trump was his first name for a second. I was like, why? Why was
Melania
that?
Donald?
Melania Donald? That makes more sense than Melania Trump. Yeah. But the one where she was replaced with a body double because she died of COVID.
Yeah.
That one was weird.
Or maybe
But
that's
I
why
do believe-
she snagged off his hand.
No, she just hates him.
Yeah,
She's
that's
married to him for the clout.
Hey, what's the money?
And the last two are all Michael Jackson related.
Woo, and they contradict each other. So the first one is Michael Jackson was killed by the Iranian government.
Yep, the day that the king of pop died, Twitter briefly broke from the influx of RIP tweets, which knocks the Iranian election off the trending top spot. According to some pundits, this prevented Iranian protesters from using the service to organize protests against President Ahmadinejad's manipulation of recent elections.
I'm so glad
Normally
it was you this time.
Yeah, normally you read these names. Effectively killing the movement's momentum clearly. Oh, fuck me. Ahmadinejad was responsible that would make him, just like MJ, both bad and dangerous.
Yeah, I mean...
And then to counteract this, Michael Jackson is still alive. If you refuse to believe that it was the Iranians that killed him, perhaps you'll be convinced that Michael Jackson is actually still alive. Proof, his own daughter Paris Jackson took a photo of him. Seriously, what do you mean you don't see him? He's right there in the back seat, stacked under the pile of clothing, wearing his iconic hat. Believe me, man. I wish they posted the... they don't show the picture, though. That's the annoying thing.
It's so
There's
stupid.
no link to the...
I mean, you know, coincidences can happen in the universe. It is possible.
I mean, yeah. People think Tupac's still alive. I mean, the gunshots in his chest and stuff seem... Also, Michael Jackson died of a drug overdose, so I think...
Yeah, I think so, yeah, that's what it is.
Pretty sure that there's no coming back from that.
No, you never know. Maybe he's a zombie. Who knows?
Well, his Thriller video does show him coming back. Maybe that's what people are watching. Maybe they're just watching Thriller.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any more conspiracy theories, please leave them in the comments. We'd love to see them. Like,
Yeah.
there's hundreds of them.
I mean, maybe we could do a sequel to this.
Yeah, hopefully. Anyway, that's been today's episode. We'll see you next week. Peace out, everybody.